Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Syafiqah binti Muhammad Saimi. Today I will present about our case study, which is Menara Binjai. Menara Binjai is a 35-story Grade A corporate office. Menara Binjai was formerly known as CSS Tower as a short form of Dr. Chua Siang Siu, who had started the project. Menara Binjai was awarded with Dual Green Building certification by Singapore's BCA Green Mark Gold and Malaysia's Green Building Index. Menara Binjai also a host of Green Futures Permit sustainable, energy efficient operation with up to 25% saving in electricity and air conditioner consumption. Niframe Malaysia Sendirian Berhad was established in 2002. The company's headquarters located in Kuala Lumpur, with branch in Penang, Johor, and Kota Kinabalu. This company also registered with the Board of Valuers, Appraiser, and Estate Agent. This company also get a license to undertake property valuation of consultant, estate agency, and property management. This company also provides service asset management, facility or property management and consultant, marketing, communication management and consultant.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aisha Akmal binti Mak Fauzi. So I will explain about the procedure faced by property manager in managing real estate development. So, standard operation procedure is a set of step-by-step instruction compiled by an organization. It will help workers carry out complex routine activity of the operation. And the aims is to achieve efficiency and performance while reducing the miscommunication and failure to comply with the industry regulation. Basically, the standard operation procedure in a company is more than 10, but I will explain 3 SOP which is related with the property managers, which is first is lease administration, second accountability and fiscal responsibility for company's budget, last but not least is execute schedule maintenance activity. So first is lease administration. Lease administration is to maximize the value of tenant lease and also manage of all part of each tenant lease, including tracking security deposit, letter or credit, critical dates such as starting and termination lease. The property manager shall review and abstract each lease, note basic fact about the lease, including but not limited to the tenant, duration, rent, step out, and important terms. The property manager shall keep informed the lease abstract. So, rent collection and move in or move out is under lease administration. For rent collection, the property manager shall proceed with collect rents in timely manners and impose the right and remedies of company, including but not limited to demand, default, and other appropriate notice to affected tenants. And for move in or move out, the property manager will work with any and all tenants to make sure that an efficient, structured move in or move out process provided smoothly. And then the property manager need to attend to and make reasonable attempts to resolve complaints, dispute and or disagreement by or among the tenants. The property manager shall immediately refer to company's property specialist of any unresolved matter. And last but not least, the property manager shall act as a strong liaison among each tenant and company. Second is accountability and fiscal responsibility for company's budget. The annual budget shall consist financial projection including revenue, foreseen operation expenses, foreseen owners expenses, foreseen capital improvement costs, as well as a set aside for contingency expenses. And all of these tasks need to be determined by the property manager. And budget figure shall be incorporated into company's budget and set aside a portion of gross revenue for grant in accordance with the policy. Third is execute scheduled maintenance activity. Scheduled maintenance is the performance of routine activity to keep the asset in working order and leasable. For example, that tasks have been recognized as scheduled maintenance is landscaping for the whole company to be performed on a monthly basis, tree trimming for trees to be made on at least as a quarterly basis, or trash removal for the whole company to be performed on a monthly basis or as needed. For third-party contractor for scheduled maintenance, the property manager shall obtain third-party one or more subcontractor to complete the above work, and the property manager shall identify with the prior approval of company at a company's expenses, enter into contract with contractor for scheduled maintenance, and supervise the administration and monitor the performance of work and service under such contract. And company shall ending the approval of all third-party service consultant. Challenge faced by property manager in managing real estate development. First is manage client and workers. Throughout his service as building manager, he has encountered difficulties in dealing with clients who are picky and difficult to serve. He also provides customer service to accept, coordinate, and monitor clients' requests, covering all facility-related support service. Other than that, property manager need to be calm and always positive when having problem, especially when the client or visitors make a complaint. For example, the property manager for Menara Binjai had to manage a driver that had been crushed on the component of the building. He decided to claim a compensation from the driver because the existence of the component of the building is not disturbing public people at all. Second is payment rental. The property management team needs to make sure all the tenants pay their rental on time to avoid from charge for the late payment. If they not alert with the late payment charge, the team will give notice or reminder for a few months until the final reminder. The management team also need to figure out a way for the tenant not to expend their late payment rental by putting them on pressure, such as electricity will be cut at their space. Last but not least is annually budget. As a building manager at Menara Binjai, he has to manage company's budget every year. For example, of budget for third-party contractor in 2020 is a given budget of Rm 200,000 to ensure that the expenses not more than the actual budget. If the budget is overstated, he as a manager will need to state the valid reason for Menara Binjai. Next, property manager also need to think about the way to find income for the property, and The property manager also need to beware when dealing with any agreement, because the most of the agreement is related with a big amount of money.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Maisarah Hanisha binti Sutapa, and I will present about the present phenomenon in property management in Malaysia. As we all know, development in Malaysia keep growing from time to time, and Malaysia's government had come with several solutions to maintain the environmental quality for the future. Driven by concerns for the environmental degradations and national security, Malaysia's green building sector keep mushrooming in Malaysia. One of the current green elements being applied in building design in Malaysia is centralized water chill air conditioning systems. This system is supported by energy-saving green chillers and equipped with VAV variable air volume boxes. Then, for the lift systems in the building is applying destination-based lift systems. This is because up to 30% of the total electricity used for the lift operations can be recovered in this way. It also provided with additional security by allowing customized floor selections to reduce stopping and waiting times. As for the lighting systems, nowadays most of the buildings in Malaysia using an energy-saving light fitting for the daily operations, designed with daylight sensor systems and motion sensors for lighting in toilets is totally a good way to save energy and electricity supply in the big building. Moreover, green building in Malaysia mostly using low E-class windows for optimum heat, sound insulations and shielding from glare. Building structures for commercial buildings like shopping mall often use glass roof because the natural daylight design will reduce the building's electricity needs and will improve people's health and productivity. Lastly, current trend in building design in Malaysia is using automated escalator systems for the accessibilities. Automated escalator systems are installed with the sensor at the entrance where it stops working when there's no visitors on it and then working back at their speed when there's visitor on it.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good evening I bet to all. My name is Amadinish bin Ahmad Jamil, and today I will present about the different ways to manage the real estate development. There are about 4 different types of maintenance, which are preventive maintenance, corrective maintenance, predictive maintenance, and scheduled maintenance. All these types of maintenance have a different ways and can be used in a different situations depending on the business that be done in the building or property. Based on our respondent, our case study, which is Menara Binjai Kuala Lumpur, used preventive maintenance and corrective maintenance as a way in managing the physical structure of the building. Preventive maintenance is encompassed by all the activities that are necessary to keep facilities in good operational condition, and it is an action involving inspection, servicing, repairing, or replacing physical components of machineries, plant, and equipment by following the prescribed schedule. While corrective maintenance is the simplest form of methods to maintenance where components or items of the structure are used before head breakdown. As a suggestion to property manager in Menara Binjai, they may implement the practice of predictive maintenance as well as the current maintenance that is used now. Predictive maintenance is techniques are designed to help control the conditions of in-service equipment in order to estimate when the maintenance should be done. This method promises cost saving over routine or time-based preventive maintenance because tasks are performed only when warranted.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Nazwa binti Muhammad Fazli, and I will present about the conclusion. From the assignment task, we acknowledge the detail about the property management profession in an organization and in the building. We know about the role of property manager in managing the whole property during the operation stage. All the information that gathered from the interview session, we completely can relate the nature of work with what we had learned in the class. Apart from that, all the group members gain a lot of knowledge from the property manager's experience. The property manager share their experience about the ways and challenges they face during their working life. Moreover, the interviewed property manager had encouraged us to keep working hard and study smart as the tips always to be successful. They also motivate us to keep trying without give up. Furthermore, we must focus and understand the concept to help us in the future. And from now on, we understand about the way to handle the property and the scope of property managers' work in handling certain cases. And finally, to be in this field, we must be able to work under pressure because property manager profession need to deal with many people and many types of problems.